so much for being here. Happy to have you. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. It is Friday. Today marks 35 years of Donald Trump in office. And, no, I'm sorry, it's 35 days. It just feels like 35 years. And, of course, Trump is in charge of our nuclear missiles. And if that does not scare you, perhaps this will. Yesterday, in an interview, he said he wants to expand the U.S. nuclear arsenal and make it top of the pack. I'm not sure if he means top dog or leader of the pack. But either way, he is not the sharpest knife on the Christmas tree. But... Go back. Right. Go back. But it's a terrifying prospect. After years of carefully decommissioning our nukes, Obama won the Nobel Prize for that. Trump wants to ramp up nuclear production. It's like the Cold War all over again, but this time everyone's on Russia's side. And he elaborated, so we know who the winner is. And he elaborated with the following reassuring words: I am the first one that would like to see nobody have nukes. Everybody, nobody have nukes. Actually, I think that's how nukes work. Right. First, everybody has them, then nobody has them, and in between, there's a big boom. And you just get rid of them. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson was in Mexico City yesterday to meet with his Mexican counterpart, who I hope is named Mex Tillerson. Only fair. And Tillerson really had his work cut out for him because Mexico is none too happy about Trump's new immigration rules, especially the one that, quote, recommends sending anyone detained for entering the U.S. illegally to Mexico, regardless of whether they are from that country. There you go. See, justice isn't blind. She just can't tell Hispanics apart. And it must have been an awkward moment for Tillerson and the Mexican diplomats when they saw Donald Trump describe his immigration plan from the White House.
We're getting really bad dudes out of this country, and at a rate that nobody's ever seen before. And they're the bad ones. And it's a military operation.
Yes. A military operation, so congratulations to whoever had war with Mexico in their office pool. At least now we know how he's getting rid of all those nukes. Now, Secretary of Homeland Security John Kelly immediately issued a statement. There would be no use of the U.S. military to enforce immigration. So, which is it, Sean Spicer?
The president said today that the deportations taking place under his watch are a military operation. Right. Secretary Kelly said the military won't be involved in deportations. Did the president misspeak?
The president was using that as an adjective.
Entirely. I'm not an English teacher, but he's using military operation as an adjective. As you do. As you do. Do you like my new haircut? Yes, it's very military operation. Do these pants make my ass look military operation? But the Department of Homeland Security has been trying to reassure immigrants all week. As one official said, we do not have the personnel, time, or resources to go into communities and round up people and do all kinds of mass throwing folks on buses. Wow, that's a super specific plan for something you're not going to do. Don't worry, honey. I would never lace your coffee with sleeping pills, put you behind the wheel, and then jam a brick on the accelerator. Where am I going to find a brick at this hour?